there's that. He seems excited. So maybe the biggest upset of the year, the winless Jets beat the Rams, who are poised to make a run in the playoffs, second in the best division in football. But the question is, was this even a good win? Stephen A., I'll leave that to you. You're up first.
Oh, Lord. So, Max and Molly, y'all know that my brother, one of my best friends in the world, my high school buddy, y'all know my man Jeff Brown. When we're in L.A., he usually comes out there to the show. You know, y'all know Jeff. What you may not have known is that Jeff is a lifelong New York Jets fan. That's bad in and of itself. The fact that he's contaminated my godchildren by making sure that they're Jets fans too is just beyond comprehension, okay? I bring that up because yesterday the New York Jets win a game, and Jeff is in his backyard with a huge smile on his face, wearing a Curtis Martin jersey with a big smile about how they won. This is the idiocy that I'm talking about, and I hate to associate that word with my brother because I don't do that because he's a brilliant dude. But this makes no sense. The fact that you have Jet fans out there that are happy that you lose the number one overall pick or you lose positioning for the number one overall pick is beyond me. Do they not understand that folks are talking about Trevor Lawrence like they talked about Peyton Manning? Do they understand that at 6'6", you know, with his arm and his wheels and his intellect as a football player, how brilliant this brother's going to be? It makes no sense whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, do everything to get the number one overall pick. So if you don't want to spend it on Trevor Lawrence, Max, you could market that and trade him for assets you wouldn't believe. But the Jets under Mr. Adam Gase came to the Jets looking high with his press conference. 8-22 as a head coach since. Definitely should get fired after the end of the season. The Jets, once again, just show how ridiculous they are.
The Jets are even losers at losing. They're even losers at losing. They can't even win at losing, and they're the best at losing. Remember when we argued, what did we argue, Stephen A? What was the dumbest play of the year, right? Was it the play call?
Greg
Williams. A play call to the brain, Greg Williams play call to the brain freeze of the Falcons. What was the dumbest thing we'd seen that year? This is like, what's the dumbest thing we saw yesterday maybe, but it's up there with you. Was it Carson Wentz saying he's not okay being a backup when he played himself into that position? He'd be a backup on all 32 teams. What is he talking about? Like he's okay with a trade. Okay with a trade. You're lucky to get traded. Who's going to take you for that contract? The Jets? Or is it the Jets winning that game? I think it's the Jets winning that game. I think it's the dumbest thing I saw over the weekend or heard about. And the Rams, by the way, look, LA is a team that can fall into some traps. Remember they lost that game to the Niners when they were on a roll? Then they beat Arizona and they beat the Patriots handily, 24-3. And you have the Jets, that's a gimme. And you lose that and you fall out of first place in your division. Rams may not emotionally be ready for better things because they can fall into traps still. The Jets blowing the number one pick with a win against a team like the Rams is the most Jets way to win I can think of. It is the loser's way to win. They can't even win at losing.
All right, we got a heart out here. I'll leave you with this. You're the one who started it. Sever for Trevor, Max. Maybe he'll go to the other New York team after all. We'll see. When we come back here on First Take, guys, we're going to talk about New England and Tom Brady. Did Brady officially prove that he made the right choice? Cool with playing backup and wants out if things continue this way. Our quarterback, Dan Orlovsky, joining us now. Dan, hope you had a lovely weekend. Good to see you, sir.
Too. It's good to see
Max,
you and Stephen A.
Thank you. I'm going to start with that guy you're not excited to see, Max Kellerman over there. Max, do you think Hurts' performance means that Wentz is officially done, that his time is up there?
Yes. And Doug Peterson, what is he talking? He'll have a decision tomorrow. I mean, how slow can you be to have a decision by tomorrow? The decision's over. It's been over. There are two
Later
different
today.
stories here. There's Carson today, right? There's Carson Wentz and there's Jalen Hurts. Where do you want to start? Let's start with Jalen Hurts because he played last night, right? 3 touchdowns in the first half. 5 touchdowns now against no interceptions, right? And this with the offensive line and the skills position players that Wentz apologists, Orlovsky, have been pointing to make apologies for Wentz. Same people. Why is that going on? By the way, you know why he had the most chunk plays since? You know, in the last time a Eagles quarterback had 3 touchdowns in the first half since? Nick Foles, both times. Nick Foles. Same players Carson Wentz had. Nick Foles. So Nick Foles is doing it. Jalen Hurts is doing it. No, Jalen Hurts, by the way, you want to talk about his performance. Everything that could go wrong went wrong early. Intentional grounding in the end zone and a block punt. You look up at 16-0. Did he give up or did he persevere? He was accurate all day. This whole time I was saying Hurts must be showing nothing in practice. I'm starting to think it was the opposite. I'm starting to think he was showing stuff in practice. And this decision was too long coming. Now, from Carson Wentz's point of view, Carson Wentz, he leaks now that Hurts is making his second start. Now you want to leak that? If that's Wentz leaking, and why would it be in the best interest of the other side of the team to leak? That's ridiculous. Why would it be? They wouldn't. Now you want to do that? It's a bad teammate. Guys, that's a bad leader. It's not a leader. You're pouting. You don't agree with the decision. You've been the worst starting quarterback in football this year. And every time another guy plays, be it Nick Foles or now Jalen Hurts, or even you talk about a 40-year-old quarterback on one leg in the playoffs, there's no perceptible drop-off between your play and theirs. And in fact, frequently the team plays better. And you're complaining you're not okay with being a backup? You got no choice. No team's going to trade for you. Everyone knows that's an unmovable contract. Oh, yeah, of course you play Jalen Hurts. Of course Wentz is done as a starter. This is obvious. It's a long time coming. I warned you every step of the way how to correct it. No one corrected it. This is where we are. Jalen Hurts ain't perfect, but it is his job to lose.
Well, I disagree with that. It's his job for the rest of the season as well as it should be, and we need to find out more from him. I'm very impressed with what I've seen from him the last 2 games. He deserves major props because I didn't anticipate seeing that. I'm also paying attention to the fact that in the 2 games that Jalen Hurts has started this year, last week against New Orleans, this week against Arizona, he's rushed 29 times for 169 yards. And he outrushed Kyler Murray yesterday and Taysom Hill the week before. I'm paying attention to that because that makes you a dual threat at the quarterback position. So let's give credit where credit is due. Let's understand that what Jalen Hurts has earned the right to do is to continue to move forward as the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles in this lost season.